Hey everybody, it's me, C to the J to the C, and I finally got a name for my show. I'm gonna call it L.S.V. L.S.V. stand for Life, Stories, and Verse. So in my show, we know that it's basically I talk a portion of my life and to give you guys stuff. Then I give a story. Like if you guys share your story, I give my advice, my point of view, what I would do in that circumstance. And basically whatever help you guys need, or I'll basically share myself if I don't get no subscribers or anything like that. And then verse will be a final verse. Could be me rapping, hearing some of y'all verse or reading a Bible verse or anything like that. So LFV is the name of the show, and this is episode one. And today I wanted to touch on a serious matter, depression. Now, we all know the serious of depression. I wouldn't say we all, like not a lot of people in the world know how serious it is. Some people be thinking like certain people when you see like the suicides, the slit of the wrist, the hurting themselves, the things like that. And you always feel like, why do they do that? I don't understand things like that. You've never been in their circumstance. You've never entered the mind of what's going on in that person's head. You think you understand and you feel like, oh, I'm not, because you haven't felt that. You haven't been in their life, their experience, their like, you don't know what they've gone through. You don't know what's they've damage they felt, what consequences they've have. It could be demoralizing, loss of someone you care about in your life, bullying, people picking on you, you being different, and people judging you from that. Things of certain in that stance, and basically depression could come in many forms and shapes. But the fact is us understanding partial of it, trying to minimize as much as possible to a point where one day we can like all be content or happy and for me, I know my way of like finding joy and basically peace is through God, my savior. Now, not saying that everybody way has to be that way, but when it comes to depression, like I would say that one part of my life I was there, not but I was there. Like I was there because I remember my first semester here in Orlando at UCF. I didn't have no job. It was my first time away from my family. I spent sometime weeks without eating, and there was rent due, but somehow by the grace of God and with help from my family from Miami, I was able to pay the rent. But it was a time where starvation, not having money, it was bad. And it was to a point where it was more like some people say you could easily go home, but they didn't understand like my strive for success, I saw myself graduating from UCF. But I couldn't see myself going home or giving up that way. But then again, I was suffering here. And through that suffering, I was wearing clothes like over again, hiding that. And it was just bad. And it was to a point where I was in my room. I didn't pick up the call from my mom at all. I didn't want to talk to nobody. It was just a dark place. Like it was a place where I was like giving up, thinking of like tears in my eyes nearly every day. And it was hard. It was more like, and then you finally understood partial of what others go through because there's some people that you just like, it's like, it hurts to basically not be understand. It hurts to not have a way of being saved or helped out. And there's a lot of people that just, they don't get it. And the mindset, you could see someone calm and happy, and then next day they kill themselves. And it's basically like you saying, what happened? Like, they was always happy and calm and things like that. But you have to get that. Some people are good at hiding it. Like, not all people you're going to be like depressed and basically going to be angry, like, "Ugh," or mad or sad or just, in your cases, what do you call it? Gothy type, emo or things like that. Some people are depressed. They'll be happy all the time. And then one day you just hear they took their life or they did something crazy that you never saw in them. Depression basically is a factor that some people find is more lenient and calm, and that's why I made this show. This show is basically me hearing other people's stories. If they want me to share, I shared it. You guys emailing me and asking for advice, and like I'm taking a therapist format. And I share you guys my story of my life. You get to know me each episode. You get to know a little of me, and who knows? At the end of this, you'll fully know me. It won't be anything you have to go research about. You'll fully know me, and then you'll see like the stories and tribulations I went through life, and basically standing here, grace of God, and many other factors. So it's always good to see it from others' perspective, and always someone there to help you. So I just want to be that source. And yeah. And then in that first semester, it was hard. It was more like, should I give up and go back home, or should I continue? I'm going through this. And then when you had roommates, they were just looking at every day. They were enjoying their life at peace. They didn't know what you were going through. They just thought like, okay, he's paying rent, and I don't care about it. People, that's the issue that some people have. It's always good to check up on everyone that you care about in your life. Check up on them on a daily basis. Make sure they're okay, they're like all right. Because people always, when they lose the person, or the person end up doing something, they say, "What? I was here. I was here. Were you here?" When they hit you up on the line, did you say, "Oh, I'm busy. Can you call sometime else?" Or when they text you, "Oh, can you talk?" You were like, "Oh, I don't have time right now. Maybe some other time." But then when something happened, they're like, "Oh man, I wish I could." No, do it now. Make sure that everyone you care about know that you love them. Make sure everyone you care about know that you're with them. And it's sometimes you can't help them if they're in that state, but just the show of support, and show that I'm here, and I'm gonna be with you every step of the way until you get through that. That's all they need. That's all they're asking for. But some people feel like it's just too much. So you just gotta be able to be the one to say, it's never too much and I'm here. And just try to basically understand that sometimes it's not your fault or those who love what they know people love it, but it's just something they're dealing with. And it's always like, some people like, it could be someone who's, or for example, if they're gay and they don't want no one to know, things like that. Now they don't want to share it because you put people around to put in their mind, it's like it's wrong to be that, and they'd be judged. But if you were always open with them, it would always be something easy to pay. Or something like, for example, if someone's like really going through and don't have money, but then you're always like, I'll get a job or things like that. They can't get it because they're in a circumstance where job's not getting anything like that. But you didn't support. Then when they go and shoot out a bank and basically rob stuff, you say, "I wish I was their friend," and the whole world now see your friend as a monster. Why? Because you couldn't pick up a call, you couldn't text, you were too busy. So just always find a way. Like my way after everything I went through was always having faith in God. And even when the times get hard, I found a church here. The people helped me so much. They apply food, and the church literally like, I could walk to my church right now, and I'm still with them till this day because I love these people. Like every day they visit me in my house, checking on me. That one point I gave, checking on me, calling me, texting, gave me food. It was like so much people like putting in food for me. Like, and I even know these people. It was just children of God, basically being able to like open up about it. And basically, it was something that I'll always remember. And I knew what my story would be. So through that, testimonies, and just know that depression is real. It could be talked about, but not a lot of people talking. It could be subsidized, like reduced, but not a lot of people want to help. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till like it gets worse. Start now and show those people I'm here and I'm always by you. This is the first episode of L.S.V. Until next time, guys, this is your man C.J.C. Hit the subscribe. It should be somewhere on the screen, like with me in my web bag, and hit the like button. Really appreciate it. And until the next episode, thank you.